Hello, I'm Siobhan Taylor, President of DePaul Cristo Rey High School. Welcome to Champions of Change. We are so excited to spend time with you this afternoon and introduce our one-of-a-kind Graduate Success Program. I'm grateful that you've chosen to be with us, and I promise that you'll feel uplifted after you hear from some of our remarkable graduates. By the end of this short program, I'm hopeful you will join me to become a champion for our students and grads. But first, we pause to begin with a prayer led by DePaul Cristo Rey graduate, Chris Mester.
Dear Heavenly Father, I want to first thank you for all the good work that you've done through this school and the wonderful staff here. Thank you for all the donors who generously give their resources just so these young men and women can have a future and opportunities. So much good has come out of this organization. We know that none of the achievements would have been possible without you. So Lord, I just want to lift up the entire DPCR community, the teachers, the staff, the graduates, families, and our generous donors, and ask that you would bless each and every one of them. God, you are so good and so kind, and I just thank you for all that you are doing here.
Thank you, Chris. Chris is a graduate of the class of 2016. He has completed college and is now working as a youth pastor here in Cincinnati. You'll have more of an opportunity to hear from him shortly. But our goal today at Champions of Change is to introduce you to DePaul Cristo Rey High School, our mission, and specifically our innovative, one-of-a-kind Graduate Success Program. This program offers real, concrete support for our grads as they successfully work their way through college. Support that includes microgrants to cover tuition gaps, advice about classes and scheduling, as well as emotional support, especially for those living away from home and feeling homesick. Before we share more about this program and you meet some of our wonderful grads, I want to let you know that at any time during this program, you can use the Donate Now button to make a gift in support of DPCR. Your gift makes you a member of our community, and this year, we're celebrating our many supporters and their impact as we mark our 10th anniversary. DePaul Cristo Rey opened in 2011 with just one class of students and has since experienced tremendous growth and success. We now have 313 students and more than 400 alumni from our 7 graduating classes. If you drive along Central Parkway or on I-75, you have likely seen our new 3-story academic building. It opened last year following a historic campus transformation. Most important, though, is what happens inside our buildings. Here, we meet students where they are and help them become graduates who flourish. We offer a college preparatory and work-study experience that follows the nationally recognized Cristo Rey model. There are 38 Cristo Rey schools around the country. From the first day of freshman year, every DPCR student understands that they are on an 8-year journey of high school and college completion. DPCR is unique in that no other local high school supports its students through college. That is the purpose of our Graduate Success Program.
The goal of the Graduate Success Program is to help support our alumni in completing a college degree, and that may be through personal and academic support. And we follow our students through a 6-year graduation time frame.
I'm currently a sophomore at Mount St. Joseph University. I'm majoring in secondary education, and I work closely with the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Office there. While I was at DePaul Cristo Rey, I learned about the Graduate Success Program through my class, College Readiness. Miss Larissa came into our class during our senior year and talked to us a little bit about how our experience would be in college and how we could depend on DePaul once we graduated.
I graduated DePaul in 2018. I am now a senior at Xavier University. I'm a sport management major, minor in business. The Graduate Success Program ran by Miss Larissa Wright is very helpful to me, helping me with financial services, networking services through the other DePaul network.
The program helps our students visualize that they can complete college. We help them through the whole process from beginning through completion. And so along the journey, we build confidence and know that we are here to help them. The microgrants are a very important part or component of the Graduate Success Office. It literally can make the difference in our alumni's life and whether they complete college. And we offer microgrants for small tuition gaps, housing needs, books, sometimes food stipends.
I applied for one of the microgrants my freshman year. It was a sense of comfort. One of the big stresses that come with college is financial stability, and just to know that I could rely heavily on the Graduate Success Program and the microgrant as a way to make sure that I was going to be successful and that I was going to be okay. It just made it feel a lot more solid.
I applied for the micro grant first semester of my freshman year of college. I needed it for tuition, maybe my food balance. It was just a stress reliever for me and my family.
My sophomore year, I went through a big tragedy. I lost my mother within like the first week of school, and DePaul and of course Miss Larissa was just there to help me and to take on that role of making sure that I still had support and that I knew that I was loved. I appreciated that so much because I felt during my first semester that I didn't know what I was going to do, and so just to know that they were there, I appreciated it so much because I felt kind of lost at first, and they were just there to lend that helping hand.
If we did not have the microgrant program, then some of our students would have to stop out of college, either to work and to make money, to save, to pay the tuition gap. Because we have the microgrants, they don't have to stop out, they don't have to quit, and they can continue on the journey.
If I didn't receive the grant from the Graduate Success Program, I probably wouldn't have stayed in college. It really helped me that much to know that I had that help and that I was able to receive that help. So it's one of the reasons why I'm still attending classes today.
If the micro grant wasn't available, I probably would have been done with college second semester of sophomore year.
One young lady that we've helped support through her college journey is now graduated and is working as an accountant.
And I ended up working for a Big Four accounting firm, which is KPMG. I just started in September, and as you can see now, I am still a part of the Graduate Success Program at DePaul because of their support along the way, financially and mentally and emotionally. You know, I am here because of them. One thing I learned from just being at DePaul and a part of the Graduate Success Program is to never give up on myself and always believe in myself, and if there's something that I want, I can do it.
Hi, I'm Joe Whittle, a graduate of the class of 2017. If you were part of our Champions of Change last year, you may remember me. I too was a part of Champions of Change. At that time, I was about to graduate from Loyola University Chicago and making post-graduation plans. I'm happy to tell you that I graduated from Loyola University in May, received a full tuition and fellowship scholarship to the University of Cincinnati, where I'm now pursuing a degree in community planning with a focus in economic development. I'm taking classes towards my goal of becoming an economic and real estate developer, as well as serving as a research assistant and teaching assistant of urban planning. I have also recently started my first business, Pen to Paper, where I am helping prospective students who want to get into college navigate the writing process. As a student of DePaul Cristo Rey High School, I know I was offered many opportunities that I wouldn't have got at another high school, such as 4 years of corporate experience through our corporate work study program. I also had the opportunity to speak and to represent DePaul Cristo Rey in a meeting with the Ohio governor to accept an award in innovation of education on behalf of DePaul Cristo Rey. And I applied for and was awarded the Cristo Rey Scholarship to attend Loyola University. This scholarship is only available to Cristo Rey graduates, and it covered my tuition, room, and board while attending Loyola. And even with that scholarship, living in the pandemic turned my plans upside down. I quickly went from living on campus where housing was provided to being away from family and having to find my own housing. While trying to balance the effects of the pandemic and continue to keep focused in my studies, it was DePaul Cristo Rey that I could rely on. DePaul Cristo Rey was able to do this through the funds of the Graduate Success Program. I'm extremely grateful for the support that I received during my time of need. I am a proud graduate of DePaul Cristo Rey High School. I recognize its impact, and I am so grateful for its supporters. So I'd like to ask you to take a minute and make a gift to support the DePaul Cristo Rey Graduate Success Program.
When I started college, I started at the University of Cincinnati, and I thought I had this path and everything planned out, detailed. I had a 10-year plan, and I told everybody that I want to be a cardiovascular surgeon. I was ambitious. I dreamed big. And I started that. In my first semester, I realized that I hated it. So I transferred to criminal justice. I had an interest in the law, realized I didn't enjoy it either. And through that also, I started understanding my skill set and my gifts. I started my relationship with God. I started following Jesus and pursuing Him. And I also found this calling to ministry. So I transferred to Moody Bible Institute, and I pursued that, and I graduated from there and really began to pursue a career in ministry, which now I'm a youth pastor. I work at Crossroads Church. I'm at our East Side location. And man, it's been a journey, and I know that right now I'm doing the thing that I was created to do. What I'm doing right now, I get to have an impact, and I get to love on students the same way that my teachers loved on me here at DePaul and believed in me. I get to do that every week to my students.
I graduated from DePaul Cristo Rey back in May of 2015. I am the Admissions and Financial Aid Coordinator here at DePaul Cristo Rey. The excitement, the pride of actually being the first class to graduate from DePaul Cristo Rey High School. I still feel that feeling today, now as a current employee here. The skills that I developed from being here for the full 4 years, they hold me up fundamentally. So if it wasn't for DePaul Cristo Rey, if it wasn't for what they offered, if it wasn't for the community, the teachers who invested their words of encouragement, wisdom, guidance, even correction, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. The support was definitely needed. It really encouraged me to see that that DPCR, that my school really was there for me. They were there for me throughout my college journey, even though I was no longer a student at DePaul Cristo Rey High School.
Thank you to these amazing DePaul Cristo Rey graduates. We are very proud of them. Hello, I'm Nick Riley, a member of the Board of Directors, and for lots of reasons, I choose to give my time and financial support to DePaul Cristo Rey. I love that the school's combined college prep curriculum and corporate work study program offer students an experience they can't find at any other local high school. I believe that the corporate work study program opens doors for students and is a huge win for local businesses. And I've really enjoyed hearing all their stories, like the ones you just heard, about DePaul Cristo Rey graduates succeeding in college and making their way into their professional careers. For many of them, college success was hugely impacted by the support they received through the Graduate Success Program. Listening to them today, I'm inspired, and I hope that you are too. We need to be a champion for our graduates, because making it to college is only the halfway mark for them. There are often no safety nets to help them when they run into problems, such as tuition gaps, unexpected room and board expenses, the high cost of college textbooks, transportation expenses to get them to and from school, whether they're attending a local college or out of town. Paying for meals, because sometimes our grads stay on campus during school breaks or to work or an internship, but their campus meal plan won't cover that expense. Any one of these expenses might not seem huge to you and me, but any one of them can and have caused our grads to drop out of college. That's where the Graduate Success Fund comes in to fill that gap and keep a student in college. Since 2017, this fund has dispersed over $223,000 in microgrants to DePaul Cristo Rey graduates. Last year alone, 64 students received grants and in turn stayed in school. That's why we invite you today to become a champion of change. We need your financial support for this critical program. Use the donate button to give now. You can become a member of the Champion Society, which is for anyone who makes a gift of $500 or more. If you give $5,000, you can become a champion of transformation. If you give $2,500, you become a champion of the future. At $1,000, you are a champion of success, and at $500, you are a champion of potential. Whatever level you find is appropriate for your situation, please consider making your gift for each of the next 5 years through the option to make a multi-year pledge. Every gift has the potential to make a big difference to our graduates and keep them in college. You have the potential to be their champion. I can't think of a better way to positively impact the future than to help these deserving students stay in college and graduate so they can follow their dreams and step into their futures. I hope you'll join me to make that happen. Whatever size gift you give today, big or small, its impact on a student will be immeasurable. I thank you very much.
Thank you so much for all the donors that believe in our students and that give generously. You are changing lives.
Thank you so much. I owe you my Bachelor's of Science degree, and without you, I wouldn't be here today.
I would like to thank you for being a champion of change and your support for the Graduate Success Program.
For all the donors, first of all, thank you for your support, for your continued support, because of you, students like me exist. I'm able to come back confidently and to fully share and gladly express what DePaul Cristo Rey High School has done for me. If it wasn't for DePaul, if it wasn't for your investment, if it wasn't for your contribution, your compassion, I would not be here right now.